Hello? Okay. The volume was off, I think. Can everyone hear me now? Sound on. Alright. Perfect. Wow. I've been talking to you guys. Anyways, we're live now. So welcome everyone. What have I been saying? We'll be mostly focusing on Bitcoin since I think it's in a very interesting spot. So yeah, just gonna give it like 2 more minutes and we'll start. Bitcoin Charlie, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Welcome. Just wanted to hear your voice. Hey. Yeah, and that's the moment my mic was off. Nice. So, before we get into the video, I just want to say thanks to Vela Exchange. They're currently running the second season of the Grand Prix trading competition. In the last one, I talked about it quite a lot, but yeah, it's for a reason, you know. There's quite a few ways to make money and to earn some additional ARB in the season one, which is exactly what I did. Almost every round of the season, I placed in the top 100. Sometimes even in the top 10 or top 20. So definitely worth checking it out. Currently the second season is ongoing, and now they pay out the prizes in PIT and the prize pool is even bigger. So make sure to check it out. Use the link in the description if you want. If you use that link and you make a deposit on Vela Exchange, you can also get access to my Discord group where I post more analysis, all of my trades live, more altcoin analysis, low caps, shitcoins, and just hang around and talk, you know. So with that being said, also leave a like on the stream. We got 60 people. Let's get them to 25, 30 at least. And subscribe, as always, helps me a lot to grow on YouTube. So if you guys could do that, that would be much appreciated. Now let's talk about Bitcoin, right? So starting off from where we were trading during the last stream, and last stream was on Tuesday, and we were trading around here, right? What did we say there? So we hadn't swept Monday low yet, and what did we say there, right? That it was pretty unlikely that we would go to new highs from there because we swept liquidity above these highs here, got rejected, closed below, and had clean liquidity resting below these lows at Monday low, right? So what was our plan on the last stream? We said that there was a nice area of confluence within this gray area, which was, first of all, the demand, the sideways price action here that led to this move to new highs, right? If this was the bearish supply, the sideways price action that led to the down move, the retest of that area should have held, right? What did we do instead? We broke above it, right? So what does that mean? That this sideways price action turned to the sideways price action that led to the break-in market structure. That's how I see it, at least, right? So that area, if we take our OTE from the low to the high, you can see OTE area lining up beautifully there as well. What else? Key daily range, taking it from the high where we started dumping from to the low where we saw a decent bounce, right? Daily range confirmed. Daily range mean lining up in that area as well, okay? So nice confluence of levels just in general in that gray area, right? And the thing I always really like about areas of confluence is when they have a clean liquidity level resting right above or right below it. Okay, if price is trading above it, right, you want the level to be above the area of confluence, and the the other way around, right? So why is that? Because then you can use that level as drawn liquidity, and whenever price comes into your level and sweeps that liquidity into the area of confluence, you've got yourself a high probability trade, okay, or a high probability setup at least. Why? Because liquidity to the downside has been swept. That means the drawn liquidity is to the upside, and your key levels have been tapped, which means demand, right? Plus lots of confluence in one area means a clean invalidation right below. Okay, so those were the reasons why I was looking for longs on the sweep of Monday low, right? And the reason why I did in fact long below Monday low. So I don't think I have the setup anymore. Yeah, I removed it already, but maybe I can show you on Twitter. Let's go over some of the posts we did. There it is. Right. Long some nice confluence of levels here, right? Monday low got swept into that area of confluence. As you can see, stop loss right below that area. Okay, so clean invalidation right below there. Then what happened after? Yeah, so some more ranging, and then I posted this, maybe one more sweep, then sent, hopefully, otherwise it's over. Yeah, that was obviously a joke. But what I did mean with that is if we didn't bounce from there and we kept on nuking, we probably would have ended up a lot lower. But as you can see, if we zoom into the hourly, what happened? We ended up sweeping those lows and getting a beautiful bounce and a reclaim of Monday low, and are currently trading back within the Monday range. So what was the reason why I tweeted that and why I said possibly one more sweep is if you take liquidity below Monday low, right, you want it to be a move down and then either a fast reclaim, right, and price running away from it, or at least doing something like this, another pump, consolidate and go up like this, but not like this, you know, making a low, weak bounce, right, ugly rejection, higher low, meaning more liquidity below the lows, another weak bounce, right, and then consolidate here. It just looked weak in general, right? And whenever that happens, very often clean lows to the downside, triple lows there, what you get is one more sweep to take out all the people who longed early, who longed here in anticipation of a Monday range playing out, right? Take out those people once more on one more sweep, right? And then you get the move the people who longed here were watching and were expecting, and leave them all behind, okay? And that's also the reason why I personally always keep my stops below the area of confluence and not right below the low that swept Monday low, right? If I would have longed here and kept my stop right below the low, or even closer, like right here, I don't know, I would have gotten stopped out. But that's the reason why you keep your stop pretty wide, to allow for those multiple sweeps into the level and allow the trade, give the trade time to play out, right? Ask yourself, where is your invalidation on the ID? The ID is taking liquidity below Monday low into this area of confluence, whether that is one sweep and a go, or a weak sweep and then one more bigger sweep and a strong bounce, right? So that's pretty much the thought process behind all of this. I posted live on Twitter as well, long at markets. Where is it? there, right? Stop at 66.2, right below those key levels. First target 71.2. Why was that my first target? 71.2. I got pretty lucky because my TP just got hit, as you can see, 71.2 at these highs. Why was that? Was that my first TP? Well, because that was simply the first trouble area for Bitcoin, and in my opinion, if we would break above that area, that we would have sent at least to Monday high, and in my opinion a lot higher. And as you can also see, that's the level where, exactly the level where we got rejected, right? Why that level? Well, last week's high, and more importantly, in my opinion, those highs right here. This area in general was the area that got swept on this move, ugly sweep, and where we got rejected. So you know that's gonna be the line in the sand for bears. If price rejects here, right? Well, if price, yeah, the other way around, if price reclaims above here, all the people who shorted here and shorted because we swept those highs there, here, gonna want to close, resulting probably in much more buying pressure, and then I'd see a sweep to the upside. But as long as they defend this area, this gray area in general, right, the bearish thesis sort of stays alive. Okay, that's also the reason why you get that ugly price action that we just have, right? We got some ugly downside, then the big bounce, straight back down, now back up, now back down again, right? I saw in the chat some people were saying, is Bitcoin drunk? Well, that's exactly the reason why you get this kind of price action, because we're super tight within this range and you're trading right below last week's high, which is the line in the sand for the bulls. And I'd say this gray area still, although you could say Monday low even, because in my opinion, if we break below Monday low and we close under Monday low right here, that I think will be dumping a lot more, at least towards these lows. And so it's in times like those where you're trading in between those two key levels, right? Bulls and bears fighting. That's when you get that ugly price action. And it's also exactly the time where, if you're not careful, and maybe for newer traders as well, that's gonna be the area, the time when you're if you don't sit on your hands and you don't follow your plan and you constantly flip-flop, you're gonna lose all your money, right? So best things to do here in situations like this is, in my opinion, either just stay in your positions or take one position and hold, stop loss or profit, right? Or just stay flat at all, right? But yeah, so the reason why I closed, because my initial plan, right, was to long the sweep in there. We got that, got a beautiful reaction, took off half right at the highs. For me, right here, it's a 50-50 play, right? Either we accelerate to the downside. Yeah, I mean, it's once again gonna sound stupid because I'm gonna say up, down, or sideways, but it just is like that, you know. For me, I don't have conviction anymore that this is gonna break out to the upside, because we got rejected at the last area where that bears had to defend. Okay. On the other way around, shorting for me is also a no, because of those plans playing out beautifully. We did end up sweeping Monday low and then getting one more sweep and got a decent bounce. So this could as well just be the retest of Monday low that leads to the break higher, right? So yeah, like I said, 50-50 for me. Either we chop around just here in the Monday range before making a bigger move, or I think we're gonna get a violent move out of this range. All right, which side? Like, honestly, I have no clue, and that's the reason why I closed my longs. I'm staying flat here, staying patient. I just think better trades are gonna present themselves, you know. So that's what I'm watching here. if I were to give you my future plans, right, I'd probably wait for some high time frame liquidity to get swept, meaning the lows down here or all the way down here before looking for fresh longs, okay? Or a lot more ranging and then kilos to get swept, strong buying pressure again, strong bounce, and then I might long again. Or yeah, the last play, but I personally don't like that one, is the breakout play, right? If we start breaking and closing above these weekly high levels, last week's high, then I think we will be accelerating into new all-time highs as well. But like I said, not worth trading this at the moment. Rather just stay in spots and take it easy. Maybe take some scalps here and there, but definitely not put a lot of risk behind any of these day trades. All right, does that make sense? Any questions? Do you use this music when you're trading or just for video? No, it's just for the stream. You seem pretty level-headed. Why you post something like, how about we pump to 80k? Because I would love us to pump to 80k. Why not, you know? And I do think we're going to pump to 80k. The only question is when. And it's been long enough in this range, right? Why not? And I'm sorry, but if you take trades based off of me saying let's pump to 80k, yeah, sorry, that's all on you. $55 before 80. Could be. That's a difficult one. But I'm definitely not ruling out another sweep of these lows. I would love to load up more if we do something like this and then grind higher. That would be beautiful, but I'm not sure we're gonna get it. On a macro level, don't you think we need a bigger correction for a healthy bull run? I mean, did we need a bigger correction on this run? All right. And we got a consolidation here. We're now getting a consolidation, so why not just do this? Right? It shouldn't matter, right? I get these questions all the time, like first this or first that, or do you think we're gonna get a retest? Like, at this point you should already have some spots or a lot of spots, and you should be able to buy the dip. If that's not the case, you're probably doing something wrong. Like for me, it's simple. If we retest sub these range lows, sub 60k, I'll be buying more. If we retest high time frame, let me show you. If we retest this high time frame range mean all the way down here at 50k, well, happy days, I'll buy even more. And if we go from here, also fine. 5-day chart looks funny. Let's see. I mean, it looks bullish as fuck, no? How does this does not look bullish? Like, yeah, like I said, it's 50-50 in my opinion right here. But if I were to take any position, I'd probably look too long. But yeah, it's a difficult one, you know. I've said it before, risk reward here for bears is the best they can get as well, you know, because this level is such a big one. Resistance, swept those highs, retest, and now they can basically short with invalidation above those highs and target range lows. You see, I wouldn't take this, but I use it to just keep in mind that everything is possible and look for reasons to trade it both sides, you know. Monday low, golden pocket, daily in 2021 all-time high, all around 60. Yeah, it's a big level. Like, we are technically at support, but also at resistance. I'd say higher time frame resistance and lower time frame support. So Monday low has to hold for me. If we do this and close down here, yeah, then I think we're fucked. Well, fucked. I think we're gonna get lower. And if we hold up here, I could still see this squeeze hard to the upside and do this. So let's see. Needs consolidation because it has been 7 months green. We need a monthly red candle. We don't need anything. Does it happen to you that you enter on an altcoin on a good setup, but because of correct correlation to Bitcoin, it goes to the opposite direction? Yeah, you always gotta keep that in mind, you know. If Bitcoin shits the bed, alts are going to follow, and that's the way it's been for years. So. And it's only normal, but yeah, can be hard, I know. I was long on some altcoins as well this morning when Bitcoin was trading up here and Bitcoin started turning around and those alts, yeah, got fucked. So it took some losses there as well. What do you need to see in the chart to think we're going back into the range? We are inside the range, right? I'm underwater in some trades, low leverage. Should I hold or cut or wait for clear invalidation? I mean, I don't know your plan, man. That's all up to you. Just follow your plan. If the probability of the trade succeeding significantly dropped, then I just take the loss. But if you still think the trades can definitely play out, sure, hold. High time frame. Oh, yeah. Or wait, what was the question? What do you need to see in the chart confirmation to think we're going back? Probably a close. Yeah, probably weakness, a close back below 65. And why? Because if that happens, right? Say we dump aggressively and we close down here, what does this become? The sideways price action, the distribution that led to the downside. So on the retest, you'll have a really clean short with invalidation above here and a target down here. Makes sense, right? On the weekly, yeah, probably. But yeah. If you get a daily close even below these lows, that wouldn't be a good sign either. I wouldn't want a daily close below. Nah, below here is okay because then you target this, but if you close below here, yeah, then I think we cascade into sub 50k. What's up, Nico? What do you think about ICT trading concepts? I like them. OTE, for example, is one from him. So yeah, why not? Use whatever works for you. That's what I always say. People are way too scared about price to go down for whatever reason. Should be glad for all dips. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are just blindly expecting Bitcoin to go to 100k after the halving as well. So that would make up for a correction as well, you know? You have your reasons for both sides, so nobody knows, you know? The only way you're sure, in my opinion, to be making money here is just buy dips on spot, buy more if we go significantly lower, and sell at the highs. Like if you don't have any spot exposure right here, I'd buy, you know? If we go down here, buy more, buy more, buy more, and then buy more. I'd be surprised if we see sub 50k, well, sub 48k again. It's also the strategy, that the only strategy that's been working for Bitcoin for all of these years. Just buying spot dips and taking profit on the way up. Spot is king, exactly. Daily close below 65k is the trap for bears. Look a lower low. Nah. 65. Yeah, but what you want to see then, if we close below here on the daily, you don't want to see continuation then though. What you want to see is a wick, right? And then instantly a big pump and a green close. Something like here, you see? Otherwise, I think it's just gonna roll over into these lows. People keep waiting for lower, and when lower is here, they wait for even lower. Yeah, until lower doesn't happen and then FOMO in. And our exit liquidity, name of the game, they had 2 years to accumulate. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true. It is a difficult game, you know, the mental game. When Bitcoin dumps, it looks scary, and it always gonna look like it wants to go lower until it bounces, right? And then it bounces, and then they FOMO in, and then it retests again. Then it looks like it's gonna roll over again, and then it bounces again. That's why it's not a bad idea to just blindly set your bids at key levels, you know? For spots, set those bids, and if price comes into them, right, don't touch them, just let them hit, and you'll see it will work way better than in any other strategy. When and why did you start trading? I started in 2017, and why? I don't know. I got into Bitcoin because I saw it somewhere and then wanted to know more about it, and yeah, now I'm trapped in this world. Trapped with us. Yeah. We're all trapped in this world of false promises. And only if we stay here long enough, we might have a chance to make it. Crypto Coin Talk, what's up? How are you, man? Good to see you. At least we're trapped together. Yeah. Yeah, Bitcoin is a difficult one here. As I said, don't flip-flop in market conditions like this. Like, if you have your reasons to open a long here, right? You could have your reasons. Monday low swept, another sweep into key area. Now, seeing this as the retest of Monday low, invalidation is clean below there. Target, Monday high and new highs. Sure, take it, but don't flip-flop in case we do this. Close here, wick again, pump back up. Flip short here, right? Get squeezed again. That's the way how you get fucked. So going to token 2049. Now, unfortunately, I have I'm gonna run the 10 miles here in Belgium, and that's been planned for a while. So won't be able to make it to Dubai this time. Next year I'm probably going again though. Thanks, man. So Doggy, I was pretty damn bullish Doggy, but just like Bitcoin got rejected pretty hard. It's trading right at resistance, you know, here. So clean range, right? Range low, range high, range low swept off to the highs, range highs swept, sideways price action, dump back within the range, bounce on range mean, and now getting rejected at clean supply lining up with range high, right? The reason why I got bullish is because the initial rejection, right? Rejected here, boom, into our, probably the last defense for bulls, which is where we bounced, right? Lined up with Bitcoin as well. But now getting rejected again. So I could still see a case where we dump here and then dump all the way back below range mean, all the way back to range lows again. Okay. In order for me to reopen longs, I want to see a smash above here, right? And then maybe some consolidation, and then look to buy the dip and send it higher. But until then, this area is just clean resistance, supply, where people probably are FOMOing into. Ethereum, same case, you know, swept the highs here, rejected, retest, best risk reward for bears with invalidation right above there, and the target all of those lows. Wear a George t-shirt in Antwerp, yes, indeed. I'll be watching, see if I can spot you. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks. So any more questions for Bitcoin? As I said, I'll be mainly focusing on Bitcoin. So if you guys have any more questions, for me it's just a waiting game, to be honest. Either we smash above here, then I think we squeeze higher, or we smash below Monday low, then I think lower. But maybe even the most likely scenario is we just chop in between those two levels. Wick into Monday low, bounce, maybe grind back to the highs, sweep them, get rejected again, back to the lows. chop everyone up, and then get the breakout or breakdown. Right? Crap might be good for alts. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel it, you know. I don't think alts are gonna do well if Bitcoin does this. I think alts will be bad as well. I feel like alts are just waiting for Bitcoin to decide what it wants to do. You never look at funding. Oh, I used to look at funding, but recently not really. Back in the days, you could really use that info. Back in the days, you could literally long when funding was negative and short when funding was very high. I mean, especially long when it was negative. And the spot perp deltas and stuff. I mean, those still kind of work in general, but they lost a lot of their value over the years, in my opinion. So don't really yeah, I'm not gonna say don't look at them anymore, because I do look at the fundings of course, but they're not gonna change my decision making that much, you see. The lows never look bullish as the highs never look bearish. Alts rip so fast if Bitcoins make any down moves, so yeah, true, they're weak if Bitcoin dumps. Alts have not shown much strength apart from a few very different from previous runs, I have to say. Alts would rip on their Bitcoin pairs every time Bitcoin would cool off. Yeah, true. I mean, alts have seen a very good run though. Alts like, especially meme coins like Pepe for example, man. See this run right here, Doggy as well. So they have seen some really good upside, but I just feel like right now everything is just waiting and looking at each other to see what things do. And yeah, especially Bitcoin. So I feel like if Bitcoin does this, they'll catch a bid again and they'll run once Bitcoin cools off. Half of the large caps look dead anyway. I mean, let them die, you know. Especially Cripple and Litecoin. Beginner's trading strategy. I mean, just see what works for you, I'd say. Test out a couple things and see what works the best. And don't let anyone tell you you can't use something or something doesn't work. Except Elliott waves. Nah, I'm joking. It's meme cycle in it. Yes, sir. Probably we'll see a move after the halving. Probably we'll chop for now. Yeah, possibly. But at the same time, we'll see, you know, anything can happen. People are making up all these theories about Bitcoin has to do this, Bitcoin has to do that. Like, Bitcoin doesn't have to do anything. It does whatever it wants. And it's gonna try as much as it can to let you close your positions too early, shake you out of your positions, and not being able to buy or chase pumps and stuff like that. So yeah, it will never be easy. I'm sorry. Alright, but I'm gonna hop off. As I said, mostly Bitcoin analysis today. I mean, alts are just pure trash and nothing happened compared to Tuesday, so I'm not gonna bother. Rather focus on Bitcoin here. And also Bitcoin is just chopping in the Monday range. If I had to bet, I'd say choppy price action in between Monday low and Monday high. Last week's high maybe even. So stay safe. If you open any positions, I'd say leave your stop there and don't chop up. Don't get chopped up, right? Don't flip-flop positions. In market conditions like this, that's exactly what they want you to do. Use you as liquidity. So don't do that, or just sit on your hands until we get a move. All right. Thank you all for joining. If you haven't liked yet, please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to my YouTube. And big thanks to Vela Exchange for sponsoring. Go check them out using the link in the description. If you make a deposit using that link, send me a message on Discord and I'll get you added to my group. All right. Next stream will be next Tuesday. So I'll see you then. Take care. Bye.